Hey guys, Patrick here, and today I wanted to show you this absolutely incredible air purifier that was sent to me by the brand. This is from HEAPETS, and this thing is phenomenal. I have had quite a few air filter purifiers, and so far this is the absolute best one I have ever had. So I've got it set up right now on the kitchen counter just so you can get a better view. I've had this in my bedroom for the last week or so, and it has worked tremendously. So let me give you a quick look at what it looks like. Super easy to set up, super easy to use. One cord, just plug it in, and that's it. It's got some really easy to use controls right here in the front. You'll see this is your little door. Just pull this on either side, and it's held in, I believe, magnetically. So just pull that off, and you're going to have your first filter. Now you can see there is some stuff on here already. That is the first layer, which is great. So this will catch the bigger things, the larger hairs, dust, dirt, debris, and things like that. And this piece is actually removable. So you can pull that off. It's Velcroed to the top here, the sides, and the bottom. So that's going to be your first layer of defense, if you will. And then you're going to have this really nice big filter. Very easy to pull out. You've got two tabs here and here. Just give that a pull. And it is labeled for you so you can see where the front is. And then behind that, you're going to have even more of a filter. This is going to be for odors and even more screening. This is going to be great if you have pets or even if you don't. I have 3 dogs, so this is perfect for me. They don't shed a lot, which is great, but this is helping a lot with the quality of the air smell. And this thing is a great size. Pull this completely out, show you what this looks like. Gives you an arrow letting you know which way to put it in. It's going to have your pre-filter, your HEPA filter. You're then going to have your odor removal layer, your diamond support net. This thing is absolutely fantastic. There's steps on how to replace. And like I mentioned, I've had quite a few air filters, and this one has been phenomenal. And when you first get this, you're going to want to make sure you pull it out. Make sure that all of the plastic bags are off of it. And then when you're ready to put it back in, it's easy as sliding this in, pushing it in, make sure it's nice and flush. Then either before you put it on or after, you can put this onto the Velcro pieces and just push these little tabs up. Your Velcro will attach just like that. And then down here at the bottom, here and here, this little door has hinges. You'll just make sure that they fit into each spot. Just like that. Close it up. It'll detect once it's closed, and then you'll have your options here. Real quick, guys, I wanted to show you, I did not realize that my kids were playing with this, and they actually turned this pre-filter sheet around. So this is what it actually looks like. You can see all of the dirt, the dust, even some little feathers from our duvet in the bedroom. It caught all of this. I'm going to turn the flash off for a second so you can really get a good idea of how much this collected just in about a week's time. And this is just the big stuff that we can see. So once you get that back on, like I had mentioned, it sticks to that Velcro super easy. We'll pop this back in, and I'm going to show you all the controls on the machine. Alright guys, so when it's plugged in and it's not on, you're going to have this little button flashing letting you know that's the power button. You can then turn that on. These are all your different options and modes. You also will have this green light turn on. Now the best thing if you're going to have this on in your bedroom or something at night is you have a night mode. So you can hit the little moon button and it will turn off all of the lights, and it will go way quieter on the fan mode. Turn that off. This is going to be your readout letting you know the air quality. So that's great to know. You can see that's steadily going down. You'll have your fan speed here. So if I'm leaving the room, I'll usually run this on high. So you've got level 1, level 2, and level 3. Now that is pushing a lot of air out, guys. So this thing really is going to suck in a lot and blow out a lot. And you can see as it's doing a lot more, that readout is getting much lower because it's filtering through and pulling and cleaning a lot more air. going to set that back down. Over here, you're also going to have a timer. So if you want to set this to a certain amount of time, you can do that. I usually just leave it on. You have a sterilize option, which is pretty darn cool. You can turn that on or off, and that's actually going to run a UV light inside the system to really clean that stuff. And the way that it works is it's fully encapsulated in the system, so you don't have to worry about any exposure to that UV light, which is really cool. You have a lock function here, so if you're like me and you got kids, you can turn it off. But it's also great for dogs and pets, so if they come over with their little noses, you can have it locked so they don't change your settings. This function here is really cool. So you can turn this on. It says Anion, Anion. And when you read the manual, it's really cool. It describes how it will like electrically charge molecules to make them, I believe it's to make them heavier and be able to get filtered easier. Really cool. So I run that sometimes. Very, very cool and easy to use setup. And then power off when you're done. This thing is really, really, really nice. This is by far the best air filter I've ever had. This will give you a good idea the size of it on the floor. Looks nice. It works phenomenally. And I would highly, highly recommend if you're looking for a really good air purifier that you can tell the difference. Literally, having this in a room for about a week, the air quality is so much better. I would highly recommend checking this out. Very easy to use and set up. Works great. Love all the control options as well. Would highly recommend checking this one out.